Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Tenser bringing you guys another video for the fans, and today we are back on Black Ops 2 on my barcode gamer tag. Now, to start this video off, I'm going to give a shout out to my man Devontae Laughing. I asked you guys who recruited me to Soar the very first time when I had like 80 subscribers, and my man got it right along with a bunch of other people too, by the way, but I can't obviously shout out every single person. It was Banks. Banks is the one that recruited me to Soar back in the day. A lot of people thought it was like Crude. Like, Crude wasn't even in Soar when I first joined Soar. People said fucking Nuda. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. That was probably one of the easier questions you're gonna get for a shout out, so it's only gonna get harder from here, fellas. If you want a shout out in the next video, all you gotta do right now is leave a like in the video. Let's try to break like 4 to 5k likes, guys. I know we can do it. Just smash the like button for me, and then comment down below what my favorite brand of shoe is. It's kind of funny because I have a shit ton of shoe boxes in the background that you can see right there, but that's a really good mix right there. You got Nike and Adidas right there. I got Jordan boxes over there. So what is my favorite out of all of those brands? Comment down below what you think, and you can get a shout out in tomorrow's video. Anyways, guys, today I wanted to do kind of a throwback little story time for you guys. I feel like this is going to be a good one because people are always asking me about stories with like girls in the past and stuff like that. Some of you guys think I've never talked to a girl in my life, and you're almost right. I'm just kidding, but seriously, like, you guys always ask about like girlfriends, girls, just females in general, because you guys are a bunch of horny bastards. I get that, and most of you guys are young. I know I have a lot of older fans too, but I mean the majority of you guys are probably in middle school and high school, so a lot of you guys are going to really enjoy the story because I feel like it's a lot more relatable to you guys. So if you are in middle school and high school still, a lot of you guys have experienced school dances, I'm assuming. For me, they started in 6th grade in middle school, and then obviously there was a school dance every single year, a couple times a year up until like my senior year of high school. But once you get older in like your senior year and junior year, you got prom to go to and stuff. So I'm talking more of like the school dance in like middle school and stuff. So let's take it back all the way to the 6th grade, okay? Little 6th grade Brian. This was gonna be my first school dance. I had just moved to this school last year. So basically I moved to this new school in 5th grade. I went from New Hampshire to Massachusetts, and like, it's a lot different, to be honest. Everybody's attitude was a lot different than what I was used to in New Hampshire, because New Hampshire is like a very laid back kind of like environment. I feel like Massachusetts kids were a lot more aggressive at that age, so I had to get used to it pretty quick. That has honestly absolutely nothing to do with the story though, so I don't even know why I'm telling you guys that. But so it was a Friday night, and a few of my friends got together before the dance to hang out, eat pizza and stuff like that. And the biggest topic between all of us is who we were gonna ask to slow dance, because that was kind of the big thing in middle school dances. This obviously is a big deal in middle school because this is like the first step to getting a girlfriend almost. Slow dancing in middle school is practically the equivalent to like high schoolers having sex. That's basically what it was. And I mean, there was obviously kids in middle school that were already kissing and stuff, but the majority of kids were not sitting there making out with their girlfriends in the middle of school and stuff. So all of my friends were talking about it. They all had their specific girl set on who they were going to ask to slow dance, and I didn't know who the hell I was going to ask. I didn't really have a major crush on a girl at the time, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure earlier that year I dated a girl in 6th grade for literally 5 minutes. I still think I hold the record for like the fastest relationship in middle school history. What happened was I ended up asking this girl out, and I don't know why I did it really. At one point in 6th grade, every single person was dating somebody. Like, I swear to God, the entire grade was in a relationship with somebody. So I was like, damn, dude, I gotta ask the girl out now because like everyone is doing it. I got completely peer pressured too, and my friend told me to ask this girl out. She was in all my classes. I'm not gonna lie too, like my 6th grade self was like, you know what, she's kind of cute. I kind of like her, but I didn't really know what it meant to like a girl at the time. You know what I mean? If you just thought a girl was cute, you probably wanted to marry her. So I ended up asking this girl out at lunch, and then she says yes, and it was probably the most awkward thing ever. And I sat there eating lunch with her, and then after lunch I went to my friend. I was like, why the fuck did I do that? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, I don't even really like that girl. Like, why am I dating her? And it was nothing against the girl, you know what I mean? The girl was like a really nice girl and stuff, but like she was just, I don't know, maybe a little too dramatic for me at the time, because the next few classes that I had with her, she was just staring at me. She wouldn't stop looking at me, and I was like, dude, come the fuck on, man. And so I was kind of a dick because I didn't end up actually telling her that I wanted to break up with her. I told her friend, and her friend was like, Brian, you can't do that. Like, that's not okay. And I was like, I don't care. Just tell her I don't want to go out with her anymore. Okay, please. And then the next morning in school, she came up to me with like a posse of like 3 different girls, and they all came up to me, and she was in front of all of them. And she goes, you know what, Brian? I don't want to date you anymore. Sorry. And I'm like, bitch, I just fucking broke up with you yesterday with your friend. What do you mean? Either way, that was that. That was like the definition of a 6th grade relationship. Okay, so now you know what I'm talking about. So back to the topic of me and my friends talking about which girls we wanted to slow dance with and talking about that together. I had no idea who I wanted to ask, so like a few of my friends like brought up a few girls' names, and I had no idea who they were. So they pulled up their Facebooks, which was kind of big at the time. I haven't used Facebook in fucking forever. I don't know if people still use Facebook or not. At the time, Facebook was kind of a big deal. I think it still is huge, but I don't use it anymore. Either way, they brought up a few pictures of this girl, and I was like, ooh, I like that girl. Okay. And this is where they set me up. Okay. This is where they really fucked with me. They told me that like usually before you slow dance with a girl, before you ask her to slow dance, you got to make sure that she wants to slow dance with you too. too, so you don't get rejected. And so they told me that you usually just text the girl and ask her if she wants to slow dance with you that night. And it didn't really sound right in my 6th grade mind. I was like, that doesn't really make much sense to me. But I didn't really question it. I just assumed they knew what they were talking about because I was clearly a naive little 6th grader and I just believed everything that came out of their mouths. So I didn't have her number and I was like, yo, can I have her number then? Like, what the fuck? She doesn't even know me. Like, what's gonna happen? Blah, blah, blah. They were like, don't worry about it, dude. Everything's gonna go okay. And I was like, okay, just give me her number. So one of my friends actually gave me her number. We're sitting there eating pizza. I remember it like it was yesterday, dude. I ended up texting this girl. I was like, hey, it's Brian. Would you like to slow dance with me tonight? I swear to God, I was sitting there sweating buckets waiting for her response, dude. I was a little nerd. I finally get a text back in the middle of eating dinner with my friends, and I see the text, and it literally reads, sorry, I don't really know you. I'm gonna have to decline, or something like that. I don't think she actually worded it, I'm gonna have to decline, but basically I got rejected because she didn't know me well enough. And I was like, dude, you are kidding me. I ended up lying to my friends and saying that she texted me back saying yes. For some reason, they never asked me for proof, and they just believed me, so they were also naive too, just like me. I was so embarrassed, bro, because now I know that whenever I see this girl in school, she's just gonna know me as the kid that randomly asked her to slow dance with her without even knowing her. Plus, my friends just set me up for failure because obviously the right thing to do isn't to text a girl asking if she wants to slow dance with you that night. That's just not what you do. Don't do that. Please learn from my mistake, fellas, okay? Don't ever text a girl, especially in middle school, when you don't even know her, asking if she wants to slow dance with you. First off, I could have been like an old man texting her. That's probably what went through her head. So we ended up going to the dance, and I knew I was gonna see this girl, and I was just gonna feel like a complete idiot. And what do you know? About an hour in, one of her friends comes up to me and says, are you Brian? And let me remind you, I'm new. Like, I just moved there probably 6 to 8 months ago, so not every single kid in my grade was familiar with who I was and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm Brian. Why? And she was like, well, did you text my friend asking her to dance with her? And I'm pretty sure I just straight up denied it. I'm pretty sure I was like, no, what are you talking about? And I remember I just looked behind this girl I was talking to, and it was that girl that I texted, just staring right at me, just not knowing what to say. And I was like, dude, what is going on, bro? Middle schoolers are just the worst, bro. Like, why are they looking at me like I'm just the worst kid ever? Anyways, that was the end of that night. I never ended up talking to that girl or anything, and I ended up having a pretty good time. I'm pretty sure I slow danced with some random girl that I also didn't know, but I just asked her anyway because my friends told me just to grow some balls. And another funny story about that same exact dance, this is how nerdy we were back in the day. This is around the time when I was grinding MW2 with my friends on PS3, way before the trick shotting days, by the way. I wasn't a trick shotter when I was in like the 6th grade. Basically, at this dance, there was probably like 30 minutes to an hour left. We were all having a great time. I'm pretty sure we all slow danced with the girls that we wanted to slow dance with. We all gather up in the middle, right? And this was the time where you were like, fuck Xbox, PS3, let's go. And then the Xbox kids were like, fuck PS3, it's all about Xbox. All the PS3 nerds, all of us gathered together in the middle. We made a big circle and we were like, yo, we are playing PS3 MW2 all night tonight. I'm pretty sure everyone was like, yeah, I'm not going to bed. We were just so hyped for absolutely no reason, dude. We went right from the dance back home and just grinded MW2 PS3 all fucking night. Literally the most fun I've ever had in my life. Also, you guys are probably wondering if anything happened with that same specific girl that I got rejected by in middle school. And funny story is I ended up becoming really friendly with that girl. I forget when like I first started talking to her, but I'm pretty sure she just like remembered me as the kid that texted her that one time, and I had a class with her or something, and like I don't know why, but like she struck conversation with me, and then I ended up being really good friends with her like throughout high school and stuff. So that's what happened with that girl. I still laugh about it to this day, just how stupid I was to text a girl asking if she wanted to slow dance with me. But I'm just coming face to face with the fact that that was a very embarrassing situation, and you guys need to take my advice and never do that. And obviously don't be discouraged if you do get rejected by a girl in middle school. I mean, you're literally in middle school, okay? No middle school relationships really make it out of high school. I'm sorry if you're like in middle school right now and you're in love with a girl, but I'm not trying to burst your bubble or anything, but you're most likely not going to be with that girl outside of high school. Maybe you will. Maybe you guys are middle school sweethearts and you're just going to live on happily ever after. Who knows, bro? But I'm just saying from my experiences and what I witnessed in middle school and high school, honestly, they're more for just having fun and learning experiences, to be honest. All right, guys, but that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy this. Please take my advice, all right? Just learn from my mistakes. Don't make that mistake and embarrass yourself by texting a girl you don't even know before a school dance. It's middle school too, so if you do end up doing that or you have done that, don't beat yourself up over it. It's fucking middle school, okay? It's more for just laughs later on in your life. Leave a fat like I said, if you want a shout out in tomorrow's video. All you gotta do is comment down below what you think my favorite brand of shoe is and leave a like in the video right now. I will see you guys in the next one. Everybody hit the dab one time.
Oh, sauce it down, sauce it up. You too much, ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it out, going nuts, yeah, going down. Oh, sauce it down, sauce it up. You too much, ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it out, going nuts. yeah, going